I love my job. I teach at an international high school in Southwest Germany and I have incredible students. And yesterday was the last day before spring break and my students decided that I should start a video blog. And they even came up with a list of episode topics for me to do. And since it's spring break, I figured I would do it. They also volunteered to edit them for me and publish them. So episode number 1 says life story, schools, BFA accident now. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Full disclosure though, it does say draw my life, which I'm not going to do because those are really complicated and I'm not that talented yet. So life story, schools, I went to them. I went to the same preschool through 12th grade. I went to the same tiny Christian school in Western Oregon in the west side of Portland. And just like everybody, I had some wonderful and some terrible experiences at that school. I did discover in the 4th grade a deep and undying passion for grammar, which has remained with me to this day. And in middle school, I also discovered how wonderful diagramming sentences was because it's like words and trees and I love it. It was awesome. And then my sophomore year in high school, I discovered my dream job was my English teacher's job. Like not just any school I wanted to teach there, I wanted her job specifically. And I started working towards it at that point because she got to teach English all day and talk about literature and grammar and it was awesome. So my first year of university, I went to Concordia University to get an English teacher degree and I was bored out of my mind. In that program, I watched 8 hours of TV a day and I transferred to a different school, to Multnomah University, which was way better for my brain, where I learned a lot, but they didn't have an English teacher program. So I got my first undergraduate degree in biblical studies, and then I started my master's in teaching at the same school. And while I was there, they added an English major, so I added that to my degree and was one of the first English majors to graduate from Multnomah. And then I got my master's in teaching. And in my master's program, I had a full year of student teaching, so I got to have this year-long experience teaching in this teeny tiny little town called Gaston, Oregon, with one of the most incredible English departments imaginable. I worked with 3 incredible teachers who I would argue are the best English department in the state, if not in the world. And then I, for various reasons, could not get my dream job when I thought I could, which was a bummer. But I ended up applying to several schools overseas, and BFA was actually the first one I applied to. Black Forest Academy was the only international school I even knew of at the time. And I was interviewing for that. I'd applied for an English teacher position, and on the phone interview they said, hey, so you also have a Bible degree, could we maybe have you teach Bible as well? And I said, yes please, that'd be awesome. So I came to BFA. My first year I was teaching 9th grade English and a Bible elective for upperclassmen, and it was beyond amazing. It was better than my dream job. I loved it. And then the week of finals in the first semester I went to celebrate a friend's birthday. We were going to go rock climbing and then go have dinner in Freiburg, but I sort of messed up the plans when I fell from the rock wall and I broke 2 vertebrae and I ended up having emergency surgery in Basel, and then spent the next 5 months in a rehabilitation facility in Basel learning how to walk again. My surgeon told me I had a 1% chance of ever walking again. And praise the Lord, I walk to school every day and back. Someone has to bring my wheelchair with me so I can have that. I still use the wheelchair a lot, but I have some special walking sticks that help me, and I am getting better and better. This has been like 14 months now, 15 months almost since my accident, and I'm learning to walk more every day. That's now. Now, the school was really gracious to me because they let me keep my job. I don't teach English and Bible anymore. I just teach one Bible class, 2 periods of it a day. And I love my students. I love my job. They are incredible. And they're gonna make a YouTube channel out of me.